Welcome back, everyone, to the Radio Hard YouTube channel with another exciting review. This time with the highly anticipated sequel to The Grudge from 2003 or 4, which originally starred Sarah Michelle Gellar, but this time we're doing another kind of sequel, ignoring Grudge 2 and 3, more like Tales of the Grudge, but we'll get there. And doing our review with us, as always, is Katie Glidewell, the blonde in front of fear.
Yes, the highly anticipated sequel. Now, Illinois just passed the marijuana bill, so maybe I should have been smoking that when I saw this, because that would have at least gotten something highly anticipated and highly reviewed. But this, The Grudge, directed by Nicholas Pesce, or Pesk, however you say his name. Ooh, kids, let me just say from the beginning, well, not even from the beginning, just one, I'm going to say save your money. I would probably skip this film. I'm just going to lay it out right now. It's 2020. Let's see you. Let's just get this all out right from the beginning. Many references, or few references, and a few familiar things from Ju-on and the Americanized Grudge. The same house that was used in The Grudge. You can see that right away. The scary finger thing. A couple of the of that goes on. It's set in 2004 and 2006. Why they didn't want to just let's get it into maybe, even the 15s or 16s. I'm not sure. Maybe for cell phone reasons. I'm not even sure. But it says 2004, 2006 in America, yet it looks like it honestly doesn't even look like it's that recent. It looked like it was more 84 or 94 from different aspects of it. You've got a killer cast, though, kids. Let me tell you. Damian Bashir, Andrew Riseborough, Lynn Shay, ladies and gentlemen, John Cho, Frankie Faison. It just keeps going on. And every time I was seeing Jackie Weaver comes on. So you have multiple Oscar-nominated actors in this film. Flabbergasted. I mean, the cast is great. Acting, look, I'm not going to complain about the acting. All these people are great. The storyline, though, is so scattered over different things. And I mean, you have a female police officer who just lost her husband. She's moved into a new house with her son. Then it's like, what is going on? Here's one thing that I was very annoyed with in the film that, kids, again, this is just practical life. This police officer just moved to a new town. She gets on a case. She gets involved in, not even involved in another case, but it's more curiosity. She's got one call that she goes on, and then the rest of the film, she's just digging through archives, doing all this stuff. So one awesome town that you live in that apparently police officers don't need to be working on different things. I don't know, because all the cases were closed. So it's not like they had to do anything. And two, who's watching your child? Because the last time I checked, when you have a kid and a dog, that is very hard to find childcare for both of those. You see both of these things, those things, the child and the dog, so sparingly because she's all over the place doing all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, bad mom. I know you got some issues going on, but come on, what's going on here? They did have some nice little, they had a few jump scares. I will give it that. There was a nice little nose bleeding scene with a child that I thought was interesting enough and whatnot. Someone definitely has a chub of their pants for Silence of the Lambs and Sinister, because there were many references to Silence of the Lambs where I'm like, okay. In fact, Barney from Silence of the Lambs is in the film, Frankie Faison. And then they have, different references that I'm like, okay, someone's definitely watched their horror movies and stuff. But yeah, it just kept going all over the place. There were things like the number 44 and 14 that just kept popping up that they didn't connect. There were certain aspects that you would lead on that then wouldn't go anywhere, I felt like. And I don't know. And not to mention continuity. I could definitely tell that there were scenes that it's like, okay, so someone didn't get a haircut when they had to reshoot this scene because your hair is definitely longer, and someone lost about 10 pounds between when they went in the kitchen and when they went into the hallway. Sorry, kids, that's things I notice. These are things that it just was such, had a really good bloody kill with a significant actress that actually made me laugh. Luckily, there was no one in the theater that I went to today to hear me laugh. I didn't have to get any weird looks at. I'm gonna give a spoiler away. There's a major aspect of the film where, you know, like with Sinister, when someone gets killed in that film, it kind of follows them along to the next house. When someone gets killed in one house and it follows them along to the next house and all that stuff. I could definitely tell there's everyone in the film practically dies. Almost every single character dies. The one thing that I thought was a miss that they really should have, couple things. You have Andrea Riseborough, like I said, she moved into a new house. Well, it turns out that is the house that John Cho and his wife lived in. I mean, there's many practical things. Like, look, when there's a dead body that's been in a house for 3 months, no offense, you're going to smell that from the outside. When someone has their fingers cut off for 3 months, there's not going to be much left of their hand. It's called gangrene, and a little bandage is not going to just heal that up. The ending was kind of pointless. The music, very overly familiar in the first half. Like I mean, I know the Newton brothers have done a number of different horror films, so I recognized a lot. Second half, though, I found it much more original with some little piano chords, and I liked the song at the end. You know, the director also wrote and directed Eyes of My Mother, which is one of my favorites, so I'm gonna give him that. But I'm gonna give this a thumbs down and a jeers for fear for me. I'd say skip it.
The only thing I thought was entertaining was the fact that they connected it to the original Grudge movie from the 2004 film, 2003. When did that movie come out?
I think it's 2004.
Okay. Sam Raimi and Rob Tapert produced this film as well as they produced the original. Sam Raimi actually got the original director of Ju-on, The Grudge, to come to America to make his American remake because he felt as though nobody should remake the movie except for the director himself. Because, what did Sam Raimi do? He directed, because he remade The Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But overall, this movie was kind of boring at times, but I thought the suspense was definitely there more than the overly polished Hollywood movie starring Buffy the Vampire Slayer years ago. I don't recommend the movie. I recommend going to find Ju-on the Grudge, which is the Japanese horror movie. By the way, they even did a Grudge versus Ring movie between the two girls in those movies.
If you saw it, then you're one of the 5 people in the world who probably did see that film.
Cost more like Freddy vs. Jason, I was told. So check out the rest of the videos here on the Radio Horror YouTube channel, as well as Katie's reviews on her Facebook and her website. Thanks, everybody, and we'll be back with another exciting review in a few weeks from Katie the Blonde in Front of Fear on Radio Horror.